So moving right along, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to setting boundaries with work and feeling less overwhelmed is how to adjust when things go unplanned. So even though we may have these boundaries and we may have these plans, we have to be flexible also in life because sometimes things just don't go according to plan, and that can leave us sometimes feeling overwhelmed. So now I want to talk to you about how to adjust when things go unplanned, which certainly will help you feel less overwhelmed. Mandy Woodruff Santos, who is Mandy Money on Instagram, said, "Your success in 2022 will have little to do with resolutions you made and everything to do with how you bounce back when your plans have inevitably gone to shit." So when it comes to work and business, it's certainly common for things to go unexpectedly. I mean, hello, pandemic for these last 2 years, craziness. And I've certainly had to master this as my kids are in daycare. And there are so many days recently that I've had all these work plans and I'm just going to go get it, hit the ground running. And they're just shot to heck because I get a call from daycare to pick up my kids, or I get an email from daycare that they're closed for the week because of COVID. So whether it's due to lack of childcare or change in major life plans, like maybe you have to caretake for someone in your family unexpectedly, I want to give you some ways to adjust in those times where it can feel like you're completely out of control. So the first thing I want you to do is work towards accepting your new reality sooner than later. The more you're stuck in the space of, I wish this wouldn't have happened, or I wish things are different, the longer it's going to be that you're suffering, really, and the harder it's going to be for you to adjust, and the longer you're going to feel overwhelmed. So start by really, saying, this is the reality, this is what it is. I may not like it, but this is what it is. And then move to the next step, which is to be compassionate with yourself, but avoid a pity party. So anytime there's uncertainty, there's that part of our brain that just gets really freaked out because it's human nature, right, to want to know what we can expect. However, in those times, it's important for you to take the time to be compassionate with yourself and realize that's what you're going through in order to help yourself really accept that present situation. And you're going to also, while doing this, you're not going to avoid a pity party. So you're going to be compassionate with yourself, but I don't want you to get into that space where you're feeling sorry for yourself and staying there, because that's going to hold you back from persevering and using this situation to become better. So after you have accepted your reality, you're compassionate but not self-pitying, you're going to develop a plan. Okay, so this is what's happened. This is how my plans have changed. Now, what's my new plan? What am I going to do to face this situation? I'm fully capable of doing hard things. How am I going to plan to face this? Okay. And I want you, as a next step, to also realize that God still has your back. Okay. You're not in this alone. He will never leave you nor forsake you. This is a new situation, but it's not something that you have to face alone. Continue to pray. As you develop that plan, know that it's not something that you're going to have to do alone. And then as a last step into this, I want you to think about leaning into that new silver lining. There are pros and cons to every situation. What are the pros of this new unexpected situation? For instance, with my kids being out of daycare, I get to spend way more quality time with them than I would have. With Christian, haven't been able to spend as much time with him because he started daycare when he was 3 months old. With Layla, she started it when she was 10 months. So those times I really get to see him developing, see the new things that he's learning, and just take time to spend with him and really enjoy those precious moments that I'll never get back and that I usually miss because I'm working. So those are the things I want you to do when things go unplanned and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because your boundaries are kind of compromised. So you're going to work towards accepting reality, be compassionate but not self-pitying. You're going to develop a new plan. Remember, God has your back, and lean into that silver lining.